Today we're going to be changing the oil in a 1999 limited Toyota 4Runner. We're going to be doing a full synthetic oil change, 5W30 here in this 4Runner, and we're going to be using a purolator oil filter. It's just a little nut right there in the center that you have to screw it on, and then the rubber gasket around the sides to seal it. So here is the oil filter, and I'll zoom out to give you a better perspective of where it's at. We'll hit that a little later. So first we're going to empty the oil out of the crankcase. So we got to locate the oil drain plug, and it's right here in this little slot. Toyota made it kind of nice. They left open a little hole here. I know some Lexuses, they put a cover over it, and sometimes it's a chore trying to find it. So go ahead and get your ratchet, and you can start loosening it up and start draining it. Make sure you have a catch pan underneath, of course. Got a 7-quart oil drain pan, and as you can see right there on that little sticker, it pretty much fills up the whole thing. I'm not sure that there's 7 quarts of oil in the engine, but I think there might be close to 6, because I used an entire that entire jug that you saw at the beginning, and then more so. I had to put a little bit more than that. So there's the drain plug, and you see I sped it up a little bit, so you see the oil filling up, and not quite to the top. So we're going to be taking off the oil filter now. It's quite messy. They didn't really put it in that good of a spot here on this 4Runner, and you're just gonna have to deal with the leak. It's not really much. Just put some cardboard down. So I'm sticking my hand under the alternator, feeling my way down, and you can do it right here. It's not really that tight. You can see the alternator maybe a little bit right there in dead center. So just keep turning, and I'm gonna move my camera away so I don't get oil on it. You can see that little the screw head sticking up right there that you got to put the new filter on. It's a little difficult, especially with greasy fingers. So just screw it on as tight as you can. Maybe dry your hands off and then try it again. Maybe wipe the filter off. Maybe bring some paper towels down there and wipe the filter off, and then try to clamp it down. I know they have a tool, but I'm not really sure if you can even get that tool up in this little hole right here. So I think the best you can do is hand tightening. And I hand tightened it, and I haven't had any problems since, and it's been about a couple days. So once the oil drain plug's back on and the oil filter is tightened, you can start filling it up with oil. Now I'm using the full synthetic 5W30, and I used an entire jug, and it had the whole jug was 5 US quarts. So you're using probably between 5 and 6 quarts total, because I had to add a little bit from another jug, which I keep in the back of my truck. So be sure to check the level here on the dipstick. Just go ahead and pull it out, and there's 2 notches, one on the bottom, one on the top. They're just 2 little circles. The lighting wasn't really too good in this shot right here, but zoom in, you might be able to see the 2 dots. Just try to get it as close to the top dot as possible. You can see it's possibly slightly under the top dot, but we are good to go. Thanks for watching, and check out some of my other videos. Thank you.